Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, and yourself?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Great. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
Sure. I'm David Hershberg, Director of Partnerships at D-Tree International, and based in the United States.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And D-Tree, you all are, major players at this year's GDHF, and generally speaking, tell us a little bit about what motivations were for D-Tree's participation this year at GDHF.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we've been in the space for 20 years. One of sort of the original innovators in digital health, and it's so inspiring to see the field grow and so many different inspiring ideas and organizations. I think we were founded 20 years ago by Mark Mitchell, who will actually be commemorating in an award later today, with the vision of expanding access to health services for everyone everywhere, and that vision hasn't changed over the years. And what we think and see is the potential for digital tools to really be that catalytic force that connects health workers to communities and communities to the health system. And we're just inspired to be here and to continue to learn from colleagues and other organizations, and that's really why we're here,
Well, speaking of learning, anything that you're kind of taking away from the last few days, any major themes or major takeaways that you feel are really coming to the fore based on all of the meetings that I've seen you in a lot of rooms?
Yeah, well, we were actually just talking about this with a donor, so I think I'm prepped. I think some of the themes that we're really excited to see really come to the forefront this year are ideas of convergence. The idea is that there are so many shared visions and shared aspirations by ministries and governments that have now kind of come to fruition, and I think everyone's looking at some of the same questions of how do we make health systems talk to each other, how do we look at interoperability, how do we through the health system in a way that actually yields results, and I think it's and then there's also all of the questions around frontier innovation, AI, machine learning, et cetera, and looking at those with excitement and enthusiasm, while also bringing the sort of pragmatic, how do we do this and how do we make this real, kind of lens. So I think there's been a lot of commonality to be excited about this year.
Excellent. Now, we've been asking everyone the same question over the last couple of days. What is giving you hope in the field of digital development? And we're asking you to be concise. If you can give us 3 words that encapsulate where that hope is coming from. And then you can expand, of course.
Yeah. 3 words that I would use to be excited about. I think 1 would definitely be the idea of convergence. 2 would be sort of, and maybe it's a hybrid or hyphenated word. It's like smart thinking, or sort of, pragmatic thinking. Mm-hmm. And then the 3rd would just be, people-centered approaches. I think, we tend to get lost a little bit in the details of, digital public infrastructure and, lots of different health systems and EMRs, but at the end of the day, it's really about people and the individuals that we want to be serving. And so I think that I'm excited people-centered solutions really becoming, to the fore and much more important in the next coming years. I think we're excited about sort of this convergence of the right ideas, the smart guidelines, the infrastructure that's going to guide the field moving forward. And we're excited about the people that are going to help make those visions possible. So.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
You might have heard our last guest, but you are both converging on very similar themes. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's great to meet you, and thank you again for your support, as D-Tree's support of the forum and of this community.
Likewise, we're happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.